A sporty sedan, jam-packed full of a lot of really cool technology, safety, and convenience features. Today I have the 2026 Kia K5 EX. When I say EX, it means it's going to have a lot of technology that I'm not sure about. That's why I grabbed an expert like Nick Hotchkiss here.
Hey, Bri.
Thanks for joining me today.
Absolutely.
Nick's a salesman here at Smale Kia in Greensburg, PA. Together we're going to take this vehicle on a test drive.
All right, sounds good. Let's go.
If you're interested in the K5, come check out our inventory. We're online at smalekia.com. Now, Nick, the exterior color here is white, but it's probably a special type of white.
Yeah,
right?
so it's going to be snow white pearl. So it's going to have like the pearl in the paint and sparkles and everything like that.
We don't really have sunlight out here as much today as we have, a cloudy day. But
overcast, yeah.
Whenever the sunlight hits it, there's little metal flakes in there.
Yes, correct.
Now, I'm noticing the Kia logo up front, the blacked out grille. The white really contrasts well with that.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
I see a lot of parking sensors. Looks like we have daytime running lights that are really unique to the K5 as well. And coming around the side here, I'm noticing the wheels.
Yeah, so they're going to be 18-inch gloss black finished alloy rims.
They have chrome cuts in there. I think it looks really nice with that Kia logo there in the center.
Yes, absolutely. It's got a very cool design, as you can see, too.
Are those 18-inch wheels standard on this vehicle, or is that an upgraded thing?
On the EX, it is standard.
Cool.
Yeah, so as you can see, too, this vehicle does have keyless entry, as the mirrors do fold out when you walk towards the vehicle. So all you have to do is keep the key fob in your purse, pocket, your person, whatever it may be. Grabbing the handle will unlock the vehicle.
Cool. And to lock it back up, what do I have to do?
So to lock it up, all you have to do is press that rib pattern right there. It'll lock, mirrors will fold back in.
Cool. So let's check out the back side of this vehicle. You know, whenever I come around the back,
as you can see,
noticing
your taillights are going to flash, and then they'll flash a little faster. Opens automatically with the smart access tailgate.
Well, that's really cool. If you have groceries or maybe just need to get into the trunk real quick, that's nice to have. Is that a feature that you can turn off?
Yes, you can turn that off if you do not want that on, correct.
Cool. So we have a lot of space in the trunk, obviously. Whenever I open this up, we have a little bit extra storage space as well as a spare tire down there. But definitely a lot of space. If we need more space there, it looks like we can pull these seats down.
Yes,
too,
they
right?
do fold flat as well, yes.
Does that? So it'll open automatically, but it doesn't close automatically?
No, it does not close automatically.
Okay.
But another thing to add back here as well, right next to the backup camera, that is also how you would open the tailgate or the trunk via the back of the vehicle as well. And you have that on your key fob as well.
And when we talk about the back side of this vehicle, we're looking at those LED taillights that kind of jut out there, and it's really, really sharp.
Yes, it is very sharp, and they're very bright.
Black features in the back as well, contrasting well with the white.
Yes.
Jumping into the back seats, looks like we have black perforated leather back here, Nick.
Yes.
And these seats are really comfortable back here. They actually have a nice little cupping form to them that really makes this a comfortable seat.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring down this armrest. We have two cup holders back here. If we look on the front of these seats, or I should say on the back of the front seats, we have some additional storage on here. This is like a harder plastic, so that'll be easier to wipe clean.
Yes.
We also have some ventilation back here and two USB-C fast charging ports, great for the back passengers. Of course, my favorite feature is going to be this large panoramic sunroof that comes all the way back to here.
Yes.
Gives me a little bit more vertical visibility, and it makes me feel like there's even more space back here.
Correct. Yep.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here in the back seat. Let's jump up front and get this thing on the road.
Sounds good.
Sitting in the front seats of the K5 here, looks like we have a nice kind of wood type accent up top, leather, stitched. Looks really nice. Everything kind of blends together nicely, especially the black accents with the chrome. Let's go ahead and start the vehicle up. We have a fully digital display here, instrument cluster in front of me, and then we have the infotainment screen on the right side, but it's one panel, and that's kind of makes it look seamless here. What kind of information can I display in front of me?
Yeah, so of course you have your miles per hour is digital as well as your RPM. You do have like a compass right there. Of course, when you have your navigation set, it'll show there as well. Driver assistance features kind of shows you what's going on, trip odometers, things of that nature. It also shows your speed limit there as well.
That's cool.
And it does have traffic sign recognition as well.
That's awesome. See, traffic sign recognition is fantastic, especially if you're going on trips. How many times have you forgotten what the speed limit is in an area?
Correct.
You know, it's nice to have that up there and looking out for you. I'm going to keep the safety features up there during the test drive, though.
One thing to add, too, with that speed limit thing as well, you also can set it to not go over the speed limit as well. So if you have like a teenage driver or something of that nature and you don't want them to go above the speed limit, you can actually limit this car to not go above that as well.
I've seen where it flashes if you go above it. To limit the speed limit is pretty amazing.
Yes.
So definitely, if you have any kids out there starting to drive, that might be a good feature to have.
Absolutely.
We also have this steering wheel, key in the center there. Good horn.
Yep.
We have on the left side of the steering wheel the push to talk button. It looks like we have our mode button and our star button. It looks like the mode button controls, like you can customize that for audio options.
Yes.
And the star button gives you some other features like your map and things like that you can instantaneously bring up through that. You have your volume button over here and your phone button as well. Let's look at the right side of the steering wheel. That cycles you through your different things on the screen, and you have your safety features up here. It's nice to have all this stuff. Looks like this is where you set your cruise control as well.
Correct.
We'll test that stuff out on the test drive. Let's look at this infotainment screen real quick because we do have a nice large infotainment screen. I don't know what size this is.
Yes, that's a 12.3-inch screen.
It's pretty big.
Yes, it is.
It's vibrant. You can have 3 different things up here at one time if you want, or if you want to click in, you can go to, select it and bring up the navigation. Real nice and big, however you want to have it.
Yes.
You obviously have your radio and your phone settings. If I swipe over here, we have our phone projection. Looks like we have other things here that we can connect to, which is great. Do we have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto?
Yes, so it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it is wireless.
Nice. Some other wireless things I'm noticing up here. We have a wireless charger up front.
Yep, you do have a wireless phone charger down here as well.
Yeah, right here, we also have 2 USB-C fast charging ports, and I love that. We always have the hidden 12-volt charger down there. So definitely, a lot of different ways to charge your devices. Obviously we have our AC controls right here, but Kia has really been doing this throughout their entire lineup. They've been streamlining the number of buttons and things that you have.
Correct. They don't want to overwhelm you with a lot of buttons and things of that nature. So of course this is kind of like a switchback type of system. So of course right now you can see it's your climate control. You can do different things with the zones and the temperatures as well. But utilizing pressing this button right here, of course, brings up your hard buttons for your radio. So of course you have your volume to turn the volume up and down, change your stations, as well as your different hard tactile buttons as well for the different things for the infotainment.
We have 2 cup holders here, as well as looks like we have different buttons here. So this is for our
front and rear parking sensors, as well as side.
Oh, cool.
It does have side park sensors as well.
Wow, we're going to test that out here in a second. We also have an auto hold button, so I'm going to go ahead and press that now. I'm going to put us into drive, and maybe we can just tell people what this auto hold does.
Yeah, so basically utilizing when you turn this button on and it shows you down here on the screen auto hold when it's green, that means you can lift your foot off of the brake and it'll actually hold the car while you're sitting like at a red light or anywhere if you don't want to rest your foot on the brake. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
And to go,
all you do is press the gas pedal and it'll go.
Yeah. So that's still on though. So if I come down to a complete stop again,
it'll turn green again and you can remove your foot.
So my foot is resting here. I'm not pressing in the brake the entire time that I'm in traffic or whatever the case is. So just something that alleviates some of the pressures of driving.
Yeah, the fatigue of driving, absolutely.
Really.
Yeah, so moving over from the auto hold button, as you can see, you do have an automatic electronic parking brake. So of course, when the vehicle is on an incline or a decline, it will automatically set that parking brake. One nice added feature with this as well, so if the parking brake is set and you go to put it in drive or reverse, it turns off automatically. You never have to actually turn it off and things of that nature. It does it automatically. And then of course your camera button to access your cameras and things like that, which we'll probably get into that in a little bit.
Right, in just a second. I do want to show off it looks like we have heated and ventilated seats.
Correct.
Right?
3-stage heated and ventilated seats, as well as a 2-stage heated steering wheel.
Wow. So it's press up for the cooling and the press down, it's press up for the heated and press down for the cooling.
Correct.
But we have the drive mode button here, so I'm just going to switch that real quick. It looks like we have 3 different drive modes up here.
Correct. So you have normal, sport, and then My Drive. My Drive is kind of a customizable thing if you wanted it to do different things as far as like the cluster and the driving characteristics and things like that. Cool.
We'll test out the difference between normal and sport during the test drive. Let's check out this armrest. I just like to show people how much space we have in here. That's a decent amount of space. You have a 12-volt charger in there as well.
Oh, actually USB-C.
USB-C. That is really cool. Of course, I don't want to forget to mention this large panoramic sunroof.
Yes.
I'm just going to go ahead and press that back. One press of the button. We have a nice little windscreen that's come up here.
Correct.
That's going to protect us from all the harsh wind and the bugs and stuff like that that can come in. And it looks like that's as far back as it goes here to the back of my head. But that lets in a lot of light, a lot of air. So that's a really fantastic feature to have.
And what's nice about this too is if you press it like kind of lightly at first, it'll just close the sunroof automatically. Now if you would do hard press it, then that shuts your sunshade as well.
Cool. And we can close or stop that at any point, I would imagine there, right? So I can just, whenever I want. That opens fast too, I will say. That's nice.
Yes, it doesn't. It's actually a very fast system. It doesn't take a long time. And then another thing to add too, it does have the tilt as well. So
yeah, wow,
very nice.
Cool. Yeah, and definitely, just a couple other buttons that we have up here. Looks like we have our Kia Connect and our SOS button. So
correct.
That's whenever you have your phone connected to this vehicle, right? What does Kia Connect do exactly?
So Kia Connect is going to be Kia's infotainment, suite of technologies and things like that. So via Kia Connect is an application on your cell phone that you can, lock, unlock, set the climate control on your phone, things of that nature. It also ties into a lot of these features as well, like the weather, the sports, things of that nature too. One of the other cool things with Kia Connect is also going to be Kia's digital key as well. So utilizing your smartphone, you can actually use that as a key fob rather than having the actual key fob with you. One of the other cool things that you can actually purchase as an added feature would be the NFC card as well. So it's kind of like a debit or credit card you put in your wallet. That can be used to lock and unlock and start the vehicle as well.
Wow. So a lot of different ways you could, if you don't want to be carrying around a heavy key fob or something like that, you could have it your phone or that card. So
yes,
cool.
Absolutely. One thing cool to mention up here too is these are actually kind of like a touch sensitive lights. So to turn them on, you just tap them.
Oh, cool.
And then to turn them off, you just tap them again.
Nice.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That is a lot of stuff, Nick. Let's get this thing out on the road. Let's test out some of these features.
Sounds good, Brian.
In normal mode, getting this up to speed. All right, I am hearing that engine.
Yes.
We got up to speed very smoothly there and
correct.
Swiftly. As far as the engine goes, what kind of engine do we have in here?
Yeah, so you're going to have a 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder.
Okay. You know what kind of horsepower that gives you?
Yeah, so it has about 181 horsepower.
Cool. So that's about as much as my SUV, and that, in a smaller vehicle like this gets you up quicker.
Correct.
Let's go ahead and switch things over into the sport mode. So the second that I did that, my steering wheel tightened up, and I'm gonna hit the accelerator here.
So as you can see, it holds your tachometer a little bit more, your tach, as well as tightens, like you said, tightens your steering up. You hear that engine a little bit more.
Yes.
So it gives you a more sporty ride.
Yeah, it definitely is fun. It's definitely a fun, to really hear that engine hit the accelerator, and you're lower to the ground, very sporty.
Yes.
So let's talk about the cruise control setting here.
Yes.
I went ahead and activated that. See, I have it set to 67, but we're only going about 55 right now.
Correct.
So what is this doing?
So basically using the adaptive cruise control system in the vehicle, it utilizes the camera behind the rearview mirror here and basically keeps you like 1, 2, 3 or car lengths away from the car in front of you, depending on your preference.
Yeah.
And then it'll automatically apply the brakes, automatically keep you that distance away from that vehicle. As you can see, we're going to be coming to a stop here. So, it will bring you completely to a stop.
Yeah, it's doing it right now.
Yes, absolutely.
Real nice, smooth. I didn't have to touch anything there for the accelerator or the brake, and it just came all the way down to a complete stop.
Yep, and then utilizing this system, so you can either use the switch on the steering wheel or the pedal to accelerate back up just a little bit, rather than then it'll actually start leading itself away. And as you can see, it does have leading departure vehicle as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. It just told me that the leading car was going.
Yes.
So, hey, pay attention, dummy.
Correct. Traffic's starting to move. Exactly. Yes.
And you can actually see a little digital display up there. You can see that the car has been registered on there.
Yes, as you can see, it's moving away as well. Pretty cool.
Right here on my steering wheel, this is my lane keep assist button. So I'm just going to go ahead and activate that now. And what is this doing for us, Nick?
Yeah, so basically utilizing the same camera as the adaptive cruise, it actually reads the lines on the road and will actually do steering inputs to keep you in the middle of your lane, as well as if you were to drift completely out of your lane, it will give you lane departure warning and such like that as well. As you can see, it does work very well.
Yeah, I'm trying to get over here on the right, and it's just keeping me within the lines of the road.
Yes.
I am noticing my mirrors lighting up here, Nick. What's going on?
Yeah, so that's going to have blind spot monitoring as well as blind spot view monitor as well. It does show up down there on your driver assistance as red lines when a car is coming. Now, when you turn your left or right turn signal on, it does have a camera that shows up on either side to utilize to help with ease of driving and things like that.
And that also beeped at me. The steering wheel vibrated.
Yes.
If I turn on my turn signal, you actually see my blind spot,
Yeah,
right?
You can actually see that vehicle coming up beside you there.
Yeah.
Very good, yes.
Look at that. And you can see the flashing up there, and the steering wheel's vibrating at me. A lot of different ways that you're being alerted there. Does that work on the right side too?
Yep, works on the right side as well. So yep, adds to that, being able to see a little bit clearer and better as well.
That's got to be a special thing that you don't get on the lower trim levels, right?
Correct. That is going to be on the higher trim levels, but it is across all Kia lineup.
Okay.
So Kia is going to have a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on the powertrain as well as a 5-year, 60 bumper-to-bumper.
So that's one of the best warranties I've ever heard of.
Yes. Kia stands behind their vehicles 100%, so they do give you that very nice long warranty.
So I did notice that we have a Bose audio system in here, Nick.
Yes.
Obviously it's a good sound system.
Correct. So it's going to have lots of speakers in this vehicle with the Bose. It does have Bose center point, so it gives you a little bit more, sound options and things like that. Center point kind of makes it like a surround sound system, so it kind of centers it. Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely.
So it sounds like it's definitely a premium sound system.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's check out this backup camera. I'm going to put the vehicle into reverse. We have a nice big backup camera. We have, whenever I change the steering wheel direction, it's going to change the direction of those lines back there. And we have a 360 view.
Yep, you have the surround view monitor as well.
Yeah.
So utilizing the cameras on the mirrors in the front and rear of the vehicle, it kind of shows you like a bird's eye view of the vehicle.
And there's our front view.
Yeah, so going from reverse to drive, it'll automatically pull that front view camera up.
Well, let's take a look at some of the other views that you have here, because you have a ton. You have that straight down in the back view. You can line up a hitch if you need to, something like that, or at least the back of the vehicle. You have the sides, so you can make sure you're within the lines or you're not up against the curb.
Yes.
A lot of different ways, but this is obviously Nick's favorite view.
My favorite camera. My favorite camera on these Kia vehicles. Look at that. That is so cool. So, utilizing like a 3D image of the vehicle, you can kind of go around and seeing how you are in the lines. Like, look at that. And then you can kind of zoom it in, zoom it out, things of that nature.
And even whenever I go backwards, you can see how we get closer to something.
Yes. And then it'll alert you on your 360 view as well. But yeah, one of my favorites on all Kia vehicles.
So right here, we're getting an alert of where a car is coming from the right side. I'm getting an audible alert with a beep, and my steering wheel is actually vibrating at me.
Yes,
so
correct.
What is that, Nick?
So that's going to be rear cross traffic alert. So basically when you're backing up, it'll actually automatically tell you that something's coming on either the left or the right side. One nice added feature with that as well, if you were to keep backing up, it will automatically brake for you as well.
Oh,
so it avoids
amazing.
like a collision or something of that nature, yes.
Anybody who's starting to drive, this is like the perfect car for them. If you have a kid that's starting to drive, this is looking out for you in so many different ways, so many different safety features.
Also gives parents peace of mind with a lot of things too, because a lot of that is on there as well. So, they don't have to worry about things.
So when we talk about this vehicle, Nick, one of the big aspects is the affordability of it, right? With all these features.
Yes.
So what do we have for price?
Yeah, so this vehicle, being the EX model, is going to be right around $36,700. Very affordable. With all this technology and the luxury features that this vehicle offers.
And it's a fun drive, great technology, great safety features, very comfortable. You have heated and ventilated seats.
Correct.
There's just so much to this. So that's going to do it for our test drive today for the Kia K5 EX. If you guys have questions, leave them in the comments section below. Make sure to get back to you. Nick, if they have questions for you, how would they be able to contact you?
Yes, if you have any questions, you can see us on our new showroom right off of Route 30, right below the Westmoreland Mall, or on smellkia.com. Ask for Nick.
And that's going to do it for our test drive today. So until next time, enjoy the ride.
See you guys.